hosts. Welcome, welcome, welcome to
Hey
Hear
y'all,
Me Out.
hey.
We gotta get a motherfucking introduction, man. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to welcome to Hear Me Out
Yeah,
with
the
Tiffany
30
Ray.
second countdown was the intro, but okay,
I,
hey.
I, I am your host, Ray. To my right is my lovely host, Just Tiff Nicole. And ladies and gentlemen, tonight, this evening, this chill evening, we have a beautiful guest in the building that's gonna be embracing herself with her expertise and her talk. Miss, I got a brain freeze for a minute. Miss Junniera, I don't want
It's
to type
my
her name
girl
up.
Janera, y'all. It's
Okay,
my
yeah.
girl,
Hey.
wonderful social worker Janera.
I
She's
mean,
I don't
giving
want to
us
type her name
some
up.
mental health realness tonight. Hashtag mental health realness. We
Thank you.
got
mental health
Janera coming in
I'm
the
realness.
gonna rename that.
crew.
Thank you. I'm gonna rename
Hey,
that. Thank you.
everybody.
Appreciate that.
Yes, hashtag mental health realness.
Mental health
Can
realness. I
you
like
can
that.
you, can you
Yes,
text that to me, Tiffany?
of course.
Because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna title that for first Tuesdays going forward.
Okay.
Thank you.
This is my PR background coming into play. See what I'm saying? Just coming up with shit like
Do
that.
that.
Great. Ew. It's like, no, I'm just playing, y'all. What up? But
Yeah.
welcome though Tuesday. I don't know where Janera just went. She just dropped off. But we have a special guest this Tuesday, Junniera Robinson, my homegirl from like ninth grade. She's amazing. Adorable
Sandbox.
baby.
Okay.
Sandbox, sis. That's my
True.
baby.
That's
But
true.
yes, she's a social worker. She is a mental
Oh,
health
yeah. I must have hit
professional.
that button.
Oh, you're good, girl. I was just giving you your illustrious introduction.
Oh, thank you, girl.
Hyperbole, you know all that shit.
Hmm
Um, but yeah,
hmm
so we are set up for a great show today. We're not
Mhm.
gonna jump right into it. We're gonna, like ease our way
Meander. Hmm
into the real
Yeah.
shit. But we still got some good stuff to talk about before we
Yeah.
get into the good. So
So y'all know how we do it. Tiffany, how was your weekend? Y'all know we do weekend review. So I asked the people how their weekend was, and I always stop the ladies. So my guest, my co-host, Tiffany.
all I did was hair. I made money.
Oh,
That's
well, that's
always
Okay.
good.
good, like green. That's always good.
Absolutely.
I made some money, but I didn't
It's
really
better than
do
spending money.
that. I'm always here for making money. So
True. True.
did
Okay.
that.
Miss
Facts.
Janelle, how was your weekend? What did you do this weekend?
Was momming real hard, like every day. That's what I
Okay.
do.
Okay.
Every day
Mom,
What?
I'm
she's
on
sick,
it.
so
Every
it's
day I'm
it's
on it.
activities. We hit Dave and Buster's, and
Right.
just trying to keep her busy because that's my life now.
Okay. Okay.
Next
Well,
couple
since we
years, will
since I
be
went to you, can you tell us a little bit about
mama.
yourself? Can you give us a little brief introduction
Yeah,
about yourself?
so I am a licensed master's level social worker. I did get my MSW in social work and did therapy for a little while, and now I'm in provider relations, which I really like. Which is where you work with providers trying to get them onboarded to the network. I work for EAP and wellness company, so it's really interesting going from like therapeutic foster care to
Mhm.
private practice, and then what I'm doing now, and just seeing how all that intersects. And it's just really making me take a step back and really just think about life in the big picture. Like, what are we all doing? What is happening with the world?
You're
Because
Mhm.
reevaluating.
yeah, like, well, I've been reevaluating. That's why I stopped doing therapy because the sick care
Oh,
model.
really? Tell me about
You
that.
you know I've been stopped doing therapy. I would.
Oh no, what I'm saying, like, if you have an actual reason, like in regards to like you're reevaluating life and the cycle of things, like is the stop in therapy because it's like that's still almost like a brainwash into how things should be, or like what's
No,
your
it's just
reason for stopping? You know what I'm
if
saying?
yeah, in America we're really focused on the sick care model. So even for like when you bring your kid in for therapy or for
Mhm.
services or whatever, in order to get paid, we have to do like a standard treatment plan. We have to give that person a diagnosis to get the
Okay.
insurance stuff paid. But what I was seeing a lot of was more real life stuff, like just real.
It's nothing wrong with these people. It's just life is happening, and this shit is just. Of course, it's a reality of. It's a consequence of life happening. Like, of course, like
Life is
how can you
happening.
not expect this result from this situation?
You have a
Not
lack of
necessarily this
resources.
going on.
Life is happening, and you have this pattern or these dysfunctional patterns that have become normalized, especially in our community. And
Yeah.
it's like trying to get through to the parents to really make the change in the environment. Like, I just kept seeing it over and over. And like a lot, I mean, some of them, granted, yeah, okay. Your kid got ADHD. He's bouncing off the wall. Yeah, okay. I'm agreeing with this diagnosis. Like, yes, I see some Asperger's syndrome in your kid. I get it. you can't get in to see a specialist, so you coming to me with my little LMSW, which is not what you need, but it's kind of a stopgap. Like that's what you can get now, so that's what you're going to take. But is it really beneficial to the child to bond with this person for a couple months,
Hey
knowing
Steve, Andy, what's up,
I'm
Tasha?
leaving? So it's just, balancing, what part do I want to play in the big scheme of things? And I felt like I was just being a pawn. I mean, eventually I'm going to go back to it, not the therapy piece, but owning my own private practice in the community because it's needed. Like, our people need,
I
like,
can't wait for that. I'm so excited.
absolutely. Our people need, like, parenting classes, couples classes, like, education so that we not so reliant on these maladaptive coping skills. You can't smoke it away. You can't drink it away. Like, bitch, get some therapy.
And
everybody's
what's the line I say? I tried to
how
drink
your
it away.
weekend
I
was.
tried
You
to
had a
smoke
good
it
weekend.
away. That shit ain't work. It ain't work.
You had a hell of a
It
weekend.
ain't
God
work.
damn. Hey, look.
Hey,
Tim.
Hey, Miss
Hey, look.
Kim.
You
Hey,
said it.
Stacey. We just TC and want to say hey to y'all. Thanks for
You said
joining
you
us
said
today.
we might fuck around it. You said we might fuck around and die right in that pool too.
Listen.
Hey,
look, I just asked her how her weekend was.
I know, like, life be life, and like
we get there. Okay.
every day.
I feel you.
But
Yeah.
you're just taking it as in stride.
Yeah.
At this point, it's like really
real life.
okay.
That's the real tea. That's the real
Right.
tea. Like, you giving your clinical diagnosis and shit, but real life is like
Real life, you still gotta go home and deal with that broke ass man you got downstairs, and then wonder why he fighting with your kid to play the PlayStation. That's your real life. But I'm trying to tell you how to communicate with your child in a healthy way. But you mad because this broke ass man on your couch playing his PlayStation, fighting with your kids.
Right.
Just the things that I've seen and heard, it just make me be like, and you want to just tell them, listen, I know why she's angry, bro. I know why she's acting out. Like, she's stepping to him because she understands he's a broke ass nigga on your couch. He is not her dad. He's not being a father figure.
The term I heard
frustrating.
Was like compassion. What was it? Compassion.
Gentle? No,
it's not necessarily being non-empathetic, but it was just like a compassion fatigue. Compassion.
Yes, that's it. That's a real thing.
What's up,
that's a real thing.
Yeah, so like, I've heard that term in regards
because you put out so much energy. You care about these kids, especially when you're working with kids. And then when I had my own child, and it's like, okay, I can't expend all this energy on these other people's kids with they dysfunctional parents. Let me focus on my kid because that's where all my energy needs to go. That's just life. Life be life.
Everybody who's just joining, we're here with Hear Me Out with Tiff and Ray. We've got my good girlfriend Junniera Robinson joining us.
Good girlfriend. I miss you, Tiffany.
I miss you so much. Oh my gosh. We need a date. Like
life, like really, like mimosas, all that.
Tequila, but okay, whatever.
Well, I mean, whatever. I don't drink.
Then
drink is not my preference, but
all that shit. But yeah, it's fine.
All that.
So yeah, but Miss Junniera is a licensed social worker, therapist, just all around dope listener and everything. She's here to help us out for a little bit. We're doing like our actual mental health Tuesday breakdown. Like we haven't done that in a while, so we wanted to get back kind of to our thing with our check-ins and whatnot. And it's the first Tuesday of the month, so here we are, But before we get a little too happy,
rent time.
What was the first joint? What we have?
No, we were just talking about the weekend review, but we got to get into the.
Oh, did you say yours? Like,
what you did?
No, I didn't.
So what you do? Look, no, we're not forgetting you. I was just giving the, bringing it back around for people. Who
I had baby girl this weekend. I had my daughter.
Nice.
And we was at the we was at the new secret location. I ain't trying to reveal it yet, but I'm gonna reveal it.
I know that's how it be because the stuff get crowded. I understand.
I actually put it in the daggone thing. So we have me and my sister. We now have a new brick and mortar, aka studio, but it's called Studio Fix. It's over in Temple Hills on Off Place. So I was over there painting the wall.
I don't know what Off Place is.
Okay. Yeah, we was over there. It's 4710 Off Place. It's 6th floor, suite number 4.
Nice.
We'll be opening up in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? It was a big surprise, but I'm gonna tell people, but I'm gonna announce it, on Facebook more. But I guess welcome, surprise. So we've been, we've been doing that. Working on that. Getting clothes in there and stuff. We're gonna have we're gonna have different items for stoners, you know. So stay tuned. As well as clothing brand, you know, clothes from my clothing brand, Success Never Overlooked Us. I'm actually picking up some stuff tomorrow. We're gonna be having different body oils and things of that nature. So I was doing that the whole weekend. You know what I mean? Moving stuff, getting that together. And as well as, you know, on father mode. You know what I mean? So
Love it. Love to see it.
Thank you. So,
fathers are so important.
There we go, Kim. Miss Kim said it's her sounds like her type of event.
Yes. Make sure y'all pull up. Like I said, we should be over in the next week or two. And I definitely drop the information.
Oh, well, you know we're gonna drop it on here. Like that's 100% for sure.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, it's in the thing right there. Studio Fix 4710 off place suite 6. Suite 6. What I put? I put the wrong thing. But anyway, I'll let y'all know. So just stay tuned.
I'm about to turn my camera back on just 2 seconds.
That's how my weekend was in a nutshell. You know,
that's what's up though, boo. Like that's so I'm so happy for you and your sister. Like that's amazing.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations. You know, it's like so amazing to go from online or website to like actual brick and mortar, like you said.
Yeah.
So I'm so proud of y'all.
And
wish y'all nothing but success.
I appreciate it. Like I said, I've been doing this shit for 4 years, man. You know, and you know, I've been saying it, man. Me and my family and my siblings, man, we done been through a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? From you know the ups and downs of life. Let's just say life.
Yeah.
Life,
you know what I mean? The hustling ways. You know what I'm saying? The hustling ways. And I've been like, man, we get our own shit. Let's get our own shit. Get our own shit. Get our own shit. Get our own shit. We've been bullshitting for years. So
it happens when it's meant to.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Y'all are gonna appreciate it now. Y'all done worked for it now. It's not gonna be taken for granted. So everything happens for a reason in its time, and this is y'all's time. I'm so proud of y'all. I'm so happy for y'all.
I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you, T. Thank you, Wayne. Thank you, Wayne.
You know, tell sis that and everything. Like I mean that straight up.
Yeah, for sure. She probably listening. I told her to tune in. You know what I'm saying? So she probably on there. Speaking of sisters and brothers, today is National Siblings Day.
Oh, is it?
Yes, it is National Siblings Day. So shouts out to all the siblings. Shouts out to my sister who's up in heaven, Candy. God rest your soul. My sister Kim, my brothers, Leon, my little brother. I do have a little brother. And then my older brother, Kareem. You know what I'm saying? Love y'all. Shouts out to all the siblings. You know what I mean? If y'all siblings of a sibling, salute y'all.
My brother definitely ain't watching, so I mean, you know, whatever. But
yeah, Jeanette's not watching. We barely got Mother's Day plans together.
Yeah,
Sally, what up?
Whatever, but hey, we're here.
Yeah.
Okay. Like it's fine. Okay, I love my brother. Y'all know that. Y'all know him. So
Dominique, what's up? And tomorrow, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow is what?
Wednesday.
No, I thought tomorrow single day. I'm all out.
Friday.
Oh, I'm like Wednesday.
I'm like, what?
Going on. Okay.
I'm all out.
Friday, what you talking about?
Friday, Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
Tacos on you. It's like, no tacos though, for real.
Yeah,
tacos like shit.
And margaritas, yeah.
Tacos, tequila, margarita.
I mean, tequila.
I probably make some tostados, maybe.
You're gonna be home. I should come to your house.
Girl, you should come over.
I should come to your house. I know. I'll bring my laptop. It'll be a day.
Yeah. Because I'll be here. Josie be here. She would love to see you. She's wearing that little pink jacket you gave her. She loves it.
Oh God. That's my
too much. She's a mouse.
Hey, Tati. Hey, girl. We love you.
I'm at work.
Please.
Working.
I love y'all so much.
Everybody be working, making that money. Do it.
Because we only we'll be like 40 in 2 years. Like, I shouldn't say that out loud, but like our 20-year reunion is like coming up.
I mean, I'm just grateful we made it this far.
I didn't have any doubts that like
some people didn't make it.
It's been a long go. I gotta be honest. That has to be
okay. You wake up the next day, man, you winning.
Yeah, people be dying. Like our age, people be dropping dead. Like,
and we know them. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you know them,
people
like,
like shoot, diseases you ain't even know they had. and now they dead. It's like,
Now
damn.
they did.
I thought you was managing your diabetes. Like, I thought you had that shit under control. I guess you didn't. Like, it was out the blue.
Take care of yourself, people. Go get
Take
them checkups,
okay.
man. Get them tune-ups,
Get them
man.
checkups.
Get them motherfucking tune-ups, man.
Listen.
Y'all out here fucking raw and shit. Go get them tune-ups.
Wait, how did
Hey, what? Okay.
All right.
I'm
I
just
didn't
saying.
think you were there, but I mean,
I guess that's the same thing. You know, get checked out.
But you know, it's like a boom boom pow. I wasn't expecting that quite like that. But, okay.
But that's real. That's
real. It works. Like it hits
get
you
that
like
optional test because they ask you and people be trying to be cute. Oh no, I don't know. I want the test. All the tests. Run it. Run it.
The same time
just
you get your body tuned up, you're getting checked up, getting your blood work
every time.
Yeah.
Not a joke.
Every time. She's like, yeah.
Thank you. No, all the time.
Go ahead and get it. So if I need to take care of something when I get home, we're gonna take care of it when I get home. I want to know all the information.
Once you get over 35, 40 years old, man, you got get them checked.
I ain't got time for it. I ain't got time for it.
I love us so much. We're so great.
You already know. You don't even come to me with no bullshit. Cause I'm just waiting to fire some shit up. And all it takes is one. Oh, you say what? And I know it for sure. Okay, I'm blowing all this shit up. Like,
ladies and gentlemen, the comments and views of this show.
So listen, crying at the funeral, all that. Me and Josie matching dresses, styling.
Oh,
I put the show live. Y'all got to check out our podcast. We talk sports mostly. Congratulations. Man, hey, look, we can get on there. I know my co-host she ain't a big sports fan, but
I have nothing to contribute about sports, but I'll be here like for the gossip or like the sports wives or whatever.
Hey, man, look, we'll let it come on, man.
I'll provide side banter or like an ad lib here and there. Like,
what season is this even for sports? I don't even know.
Baseball and it's NBA
like that'll just be me on the side. Like that's
baseball is so boring. Oh.
Baseball is fun when you're at the stadium.
I like the stadium.
To the baseball, you go to
the food and being in the shops and stuff, but not the actual game.
That's the fun part.
That's the fun part. Yeah. Who cares about the game?
I completely agree.
The hot dogs, the pretzels, that lemonade.
You know, I mean, the hot dogs kind of suck, but it's okay.
I mean, it depends on which stadium you at. I like Nationals.
I love this. Man. It's like so many women in sports. I just didn't get that.
That's cool for them. Yeah.
We were in the marching band. Like we were dancing at the games. We didn't give a shit.
Nobody watched. People like, you didn't watch the game?
Okay.
Okay. Hey, that's my part.
We didn't give a fuck until it was time to get up. We didn't care.
Okay, it's time to battle. After that, it's band battle. Let's get on the field. Like
that was our shit.
Battle of the bands, baby. The battle of the bands.
Yes, exactly.
Good times, yeah.
B.O.B. Absolutely.
These kids don't know.
Southern Maryland girl. My aunt took me to so many baseball games. She don't care.
Hey, I know that's right.
And that's my boo. That's my boo.
So, all right, it's Tuesday, man. Let's jump into these motherfucking spicy topics, man. Before we get into the main topic, we're gonna talk about Bryant McKnight first. Bryant McKnight has been going through some things with his two sons, and of course the media as far as him,
Are you gonna play the clip?
Basically, huh?
Are you gonna play the clip? Do you still have it?
I don't have it. I took it down. Yeah, I took it down.
All right, you know what that means.
You gonna go find it? All right.
You know
it's on YouTube. Just hold up here. You know what? And hold up.
You still got it? You should have it.
I got it right here, but I'm not good at sharing this shit.
All right, don't worry about it.
You got it?
Hold on, it's fine. Hold on, just keep talking. Go ahead, I'll look.
Sorry about that. No, you good.
Hold on, wait, come back. Just send me the clip. I just don't. It's like it seems like a long clip, so I don't know where to start it at.
Right.
Well, we could give a quick synopsis. Fuck it. I mean, instead of just playing it, whatever. We were gonna play it, but it's just kind of long.
So basically, Bryant McKnight he's telling his sons, motherfucker, to grow up and get out on their own, at a certain age, and of course he's getting a lot of backlash for him, allegedly abandoning his kids, and now he's remarried, and of course he got kids. I don't know I think he does have kids with the new wife, or she already had kids. So he shows them love as well. But he's basically getting hell about that. You know what I'm saying? Behind that, and we want to know what y'all, how y'all feel about that. We do need that daggone clip, though, that soundbite. But like Tiffany said, it is John Long as a motherfucker.
How
You
old
know
are
what
the
I'm saying?
kids?
The
Oh,
kids,
30
they
and
old now.
27.
They're 30 and 27.
And they mad? For what?
And they met a girl. Like,
I thought you was about to say 16, 17,
no,
and
no,
that's
no, no,
different.
30 and 27. So
And
what he
see,
basically said was when the 30-year-old was 25 and the younger one was like 22, 23, he was like, I'm gonna give y'all 2 years. I'm gonna pay for y'all rent and an apartment. Like, I'm gonna pay for y'all for 2 years. But after that, like, yo, I'm done. Then 2 years passed, them kids ain't do shit. And so he's done. And apparently now, I guess it's another 3 years later, and the kids are
and not to mention the current wife, his new wife, had them. She's a nurse, so had them line up for a job. Both of them will have a job at the hospital. You know what I'm saying? They said they didn't want to stop smoking bud. So
well,
here's the thing: it's so many jobs that don't test.
It's so many jobs. So many jobs
that don't test.
And if you that committed, start your own business. You had 2 years. You had 2 years.
And then you got a celebrity dad. You got a celebrity dad that probably can help you start your own business with that shit.
For sure. Or at least endorse it.
So the only caveat that I had, and it's not even really a caveat, it's more so an explanation of why it happened like this, was that because, I mean, they didn't set the boundaries when they were
younger.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't get to 25, 27 not knowing how to do certain things unless your parents haven't made you.
Taught you.
Yeah. 17, 18, 19, 20.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and that's even for people in our demographic. That's just not for wealthy people. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's a caveat, yes, but still not necessarily an excuse.
And then I think they always thought they had their dad to fall back on. Like their dad got money. Like my parents ain't got no money, so I knew
they need to be homeless.
I could live in this townhouse with my mother, or I could try to make it on my own. But I could live with my mother forever. But it's rules at her house, so I knew I want to be grown. I want to do what I want to do. So I'm a have a job always and make this money.
For me, the fact was always like, I mean, it was always that this bitch don't want to live here because she don't want to live under these rules. So she can stay because I know she want to get the hell out. So she can stay for the time being because I know she's working on getting.
She's working on it, right? You was motivated. You weren't just a bum on the couch, not working.
That was an option for me, but I mean, I leave.
Absolutely. I could call Jean right now. She'd be like, "Okay, I'll get the room ready." But
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm not doing that.
Like Aria probably had a room and I'd be on the couch, but it's okay. It wouldn't be a
It's okay. Right. You're not gonna be homeless, is the point. Right. Nobody's gonna let you be homeless.
But like Brian McKnight said, he fought himself. You know what I'm saying? When they was coming up. And Tiffany, you know what I'm saying? He fought himself because, like Tiffany said before, we try to do pre-production now, whereas though we come over and talk about our topics beforehand, and I let her listen to it. And she had said that before I even played the soundbite. She was like, "Well, Ray, he probably did that shit, mold their ass to get jobs in these motherfucking their teens, even though he's a celebrity." You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he admitted that in the soundbite.
Oh, okay. You know what I mean? So part of that's on him, but that's okay. It's like 22, 23, 25. But how many years it take for you to get it?
Think about us. Like, I mean, think about us literally right now. Like, Junniera, me and you. Like, you know, you're about to be
40.
30 great. About to 30 great in a few weeks. 30 great. You know, I'm already 30 great. Ray is 40 fine or whatever.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but think about how it would be if we actually did have a life of privilege. Like, you know what I'm saying? What would we do for our kids when we already, like, think about how you are with Josie now.
Yeah.
If you did have money, like money. Like
money.
Like money.
He will be spoiled. Like,
he got money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how would we be?
Yeah.
How would we raise our kids? Would we?
I think it depends. Did I work for the money and I'm rich now, or was my family always rich?
Yeah. Yes. I'm imagining a life where yes, you have work to accomplish.
Okay.
Your goals, your funds.
Okay.
You got your doctorates. You done written
Oh,
some
okay.
books and shit.
So I put in some sweat and
You're
some
accomplished. You
work.
done put in
Put
some
in.
work, not just you.
Yeah,
So that's what I think about when I think about us, like looking at us right now. I think
we
us
would try to
having
set
put
them
in
up.
work to get our wealth, not
I
just
think we would try to set them up for something where they would have residual income, like something passive, so that they don't have to work for it, because it'd be a lot easier for us to access those avenues of income, those
But
streams
would
of
you
income.
want them to work though?
Absolutely, absolutely. That's
Okay.
the plan. Once we get
Okay.
our business, the food truck or whatever, Josie's gonna be working in that truck. Like,
Okay.
what if we get a restaurant? Josie's gonna be like, if you don't want to work somewhere else, you don't want to apply at McDonald's or Six Flags or whatever,
You're here.
you're gonna be
You're
working.
here. This is your
It's
legacy, whether you get it right now or not. This is your fucking legacy.
because I want her to
Turns
know.
into chain stores and whatnot.
At the end of the day, I want her to know that she can make this money on her own, that she never has to depend on a man 100%. Now, if she grows up and she enters into an agreement with her partner that's, he wants to work and provide and she wants to take care of the kids, that's fine. That's a choice she can make. But she has a whole bunch of other options. I want all her options to be open. If she want to go to Greece and do some shit over there, be a translator, whatever, baby, go do that. Do whatever you want to do. I don't want her to feel that she's held back by, oh, well, I don't know, I never did this before, I can't be on my own.
Girl.
No, just try it, because mommy's always gonna have your back. You're not gonna be homeless, honey.
Yeah. That's what
Mommy, the village is gonna surround you with love. We're gonna have your back. We're your safety net. But go try while you can, while you're young. Do it before you get too old and crusty.
Sarah Boo, sorry, like Ray has the control over the comments. I just want to read what you said.
Named after him.
You said, I'll be honest, my goal is to not let my son struggle like I did. As long as he's in school or working, he will always have a home. I don't believe that 18 is grown. My parents are 100. I'm 38 years old. If I need to go home with my 11-year-old daughter right now,
absolutely.
And that is hands down 100% fact.
No question.
Like I got my little townhouse or whatever, but if I ever have to move, if I come on hard times, that home is always available to me. But I know I'm fortunate for that. I know I'm very fortunate to have that, but I 100% can.
100%. I'm not gonna be under a bridge when I could just call mom or dad.
But the thing is, so many people don't have that option. Like
that's
even
true.
our age,
that's true.
Like a lot of people don't have that option. That's why I say I'm blessed for it, and it's a tough situation.
And that's how I was about to say. That's what I'm about to say. It's like
and I know. Like you know what I'm saying?
And Brian McKnight's position, it's like, yeah,
what
he admitted after so long. He admitted to fucking up and not setting them boundaries, you know what I'm saying, in their teenage years. But
they had 24 months.
If I already set you up for pre-success in your late 20s, and with the job included, and your pride and ego don't want to accept that, I don't want to see you up under that bridge. I really don't. But my nigga, nigga, come the fuck on, shawty.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to something gonna have to give, because you're not coming back in here. Nigga, my new wife, your mother didn't even set you up for a job. My new wife set you up for a job. You two motherfuckers up for a job. I smoke weed all day, every day. But y'all motherfuckers want to say no because y'all smoke? No, you ain't coming up in my motherfucking house.
You can work somewhere else. Like they could have worked anywhere.
Lawrence Fishburne. Let me say what Lawrence Fishburne did. When he found that motherfucking daughter of his wanted to do porn, you know what he did? Leave me out of it. Leave me the fuck out of it, Sean.
He said he let her do the porn.
I don't want she making her money.
He let her do it.
I don't want nothing to do. But he said you want to resort to porn? You ain't getting no more money. You ain't getting no more my motherfucking money. Nah. Go ahead. You grown. Enjoy life. But this is what you ain't gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So like Tiffany was saying when she was over here earlier, it's them celebrities. They and Brian McKnight said it, man. I gave these boys the world. That's where you fucked up, baby. We all want to give our kids the world. Don't get me wrong. We do. But you gotta give them the world at a slow pace, man. You also got to teach them how to motherfucking grind on their own too.
Yeah, and appreciate some stuff, and realize that this could change in a day. Like that could be us at the Walmart with a sign tomorrow. Like
What's up,
this
Garland?
ain't guaranteed.
It's not guaranteed, man.
Hey, Garland Boo, I'll be right
What's up?
there.
What's up? What Sarah said, look at Russell Wilson. Look at Russell Wilson kids. Why ain't they out bumming and complaining? They saw what he did and chose their destiny. Yeah. Motherfucker right.
Yeah. And they probably had some conversations about what to do, how to adult in their household prior to them being adults.
Mm-hmm. I said, what, John? What up, John? What's going on? It's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? But again, like Brian Light was, he was last not that he gave a fuck, but he's like, damn, what the fuck? Where all this energy coming from, y'all?
Based off of what was said, and sometimes it's hard to go off of that, but based off of what he said, I don't find any fault as a parent. Like, I get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? How much are you supposed to do? After so long, it does get to a point, especially if you're trying to teach a lesson or whatever, especially for entitled children that, I don't want to say entitled, but
that's entitled.
I don't know how they grew up.
That's entitled.
That money. I don't know how he raised them kids. At the end of the day, I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I really don't, and that's the thing.
But to expect your parent to still be carrying you at 30,
you got me
like fully.
Up.
Yeah,
you got me fucked. What's up, Sharice? West, y'all. You got me fucked up. Now, if you need a couple $100, I'll give you a couple $100. You know what I'm saying? I may throw you a couple $100. You know what I mean? But
if it's an emergency, my dad has bailed me out a couple of times, and I've been grown.
My parents, absolutely.
But that's different, an emergency stuff happened, and I usually have a timeline and thought.
Let me get that back.
We ain't millionaires.
And I'm gonna give it back if I can.
Right.
I'm gonna give it back. Sometimes he'd be like, I don't need it back. Okay. Other times he'd be like, all right, I do need it back when you get paid or whatever.
Right.
But
a lot of niggas ain't got a motherfucker winning the pissing and the motherfucker winning to throw it out of. And your dad set you up.
And he set you up for 2 whole years. That's the thing. You know how much money I could save in 2 whole years?
What I say, Tim? What I say? They should have been working and stacking.
Working and stacking. Especially if they don't have any children. Like,
hey, what up? What up, Cameron Rainbow? I like Cam.
Shut up. Trini is TJ. Jackie's heavy.
I like Cam.
Yeah, that's TJ. Fuck him. Look, fuck him. Hey, Candace. Hey, boo. Our resident country gal. Hey, girl.
I help my daughter and don't mind because I know she's doing right by her kids. Exactly.
And that's 100% facts, though.
As long as they doing what they got to do. Nobody gonna let their grandbaby suffer. No normal, healthy.
I know my mom got me if I need a loan. I also know she will remind me every day, tell my family I'm homeless, and ask if I really have a job. It's why I don't ask. Love Sarah.
Oh,
no. So hilarious. True actor.
In case y'all just coming on, we do have a special guest in the building.
I still help my kids out because they are trying hard. That's always my parents' thing with me. That has always been their thing with me.
And see, that's the thing. If your parents see you trying, your parents see you doing what you gotta do, of course they're gonna help you. Of course
you'd like to hope. You know what I'm saying? You'd like to hope. So
yeah, they want you to be successful, you would think.
We want that's all.
If nobody wants me to be successful, I know my parents got my back and want me to succeed.
Yeah.
They may not agree with your choices, but they're there.
When I walk you to that motherfucker bowl of water and you don't want to drink the water, I can't make you drink it.
Right. Just starve. Like, I'm one of them. You don't want to eat this? Okay, starve.
Go ahead. Dehydrate, bitch.
Dehydrate. Turn blue. Let me see you. Turn blue. Because, no. 2 whole years. I wish, my parents probably wish they could have set me up in an apartment for 2 whole years. Like,
I wish. I mean, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
What up, Cole?
I can take
my mom at 89 still tells me I can take money out of her if I need. I'm like, Mom, I'm okay. That's what's up. That's because she see that you doing what you got to be doing, and she willing to help.
Yeah, I love that.
Cole said BSU.
BSU?
What up, Cole?
My kids can't lean on me forever, but they can rely on me for a lifetime. No doubt.
Absolutely.
I think that's for real. I think that's very valid and well way to say it.
Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt. So y'all ever got to get a chance to check that story out, man, just check that story out, and y'all can always comment, you know what I mean, on that specific topic back into our feed because we do check it. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all share this feed to y'all pages if y'all can. We greatly appreciate it. Comment and like. Fuck with us all the time. What's the next topic? So we got through the Bryant McKnight. Just
right here.
What?
You said.
My motherfucking man Chance.
Chance the Rapper.
Chance the Rapper up in motherfucking Jamaica. Up in Jamaica.
Yeah.
He had two of them on him. So that might have been his wife right there. That might have been his wife up front right there. That might have been his wife in front. You remember I said that earlier? Shit. We all have fun.
What's the issue? What's the motherfucking issue?
Yeah, and my man has been getting backlash. You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't gonna say backlash, but a lot of people had some shit to say. You know what I'm saying about the pictures that went.
His ass done showed out
from him on vacation. I don't know if he was with wifey or not. You know what I mean? But is
how
it
y'all
okay?
acting?
It's not okay. Let's
look.
talk
How
about
y'all
it.
acting? That's the question. How y'all acting? What's up, Junniera? You married? How you acting?
It depends.
On. Give it.
Like if it was me and my husband.
Yes.
No. Like Chuck is. It's gonna be violence. Like I don't see no other outcome.
Why?
Because that's not the type of relationship we have. Like it's like I went on a girls trip, right? Went on a girls trip, St. Lucia, great time. I wasn't rubbing up on no men on no trip. I wasn't taking no pictures with no dudes half naked grinding on them.
Now if you felt that would have been acceptable in your relationship, is that something you would have done? Or is that just not your thing, period? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't think your husband would have had a problem with it and y'all were kind of open in that space, like, or is that just something you wouldn't have been comfortable with regardless?
Yeah, that's not my jam.
Okay. No, that's
regardless.
Fair. No, that's fair.
But if that was my jam, I would probably be with somebody that will be more comfortable with that. Like, you know what I mean?
No, but your husband would be comfortable with that either.
Yeah, like if I came back with some pictures like that, what I would have gone missing.
That's a big no for both of y'all. Like that's a big no on both of y'all sides.
Absolutely, I don't even have to ask him. Like I already know. I will be missing. Literally. You would be texting like I ain't seen Junniera in a while. Like and he'd be like, you ain't gonna see her. Like, no, it's not okay.
My OG said hell to the nah.
Hell to the nah.
It's just dancing to me. He's coming home with me to continue to do the same shit we were doing yesterday.
Back. If that works for you,
then, it's like, and again, I don't know if the man was with his wife or not, but when you go on vacation with your boys or whoever y'all go on vacation, just know your motherfucking boundaries, man. You gonna party. We already know niggas gonna party. Females gonna party when they're on their girl trip. We know
party, yeah. But know your boundaries, know your role, know your woman, because yeah. That's your life.
That may be the better answer because your boundaries may not align to what your woman or your partner is, and it's
all that need to line up.
Like
we gonna continue to be in a relationship.
Because I mean, you ready to be single or not? Like, are you ready to be single or not? Because just in case, like, just be careful.
Just in case, let me know. So
depending,
and that's the thing right there too, Trini. Like I was saying earlier, man.
In the West Indies.
And motherfucker, I saw this conversation on Facebook earlier, and somebody was like, "Man, it's actually just fucking dancing." Like somebody
it's
like,
just dancing.
I agree. I agree. Jamaica. That ain't so. What we really talking about? She just danced on him, and somebody just said it. You know, it's a cultural thing. So you know, it's cultural differences. Some people look at that shit as oh hell nah, what the fuck is he doing? And some people like Trini said, man,
I agree. I completely agree. No, I agree. It's dancing to me. And it wouldn't matter if it was carnival or not. Like, that's just dancing. But some people may make the difference. Okay, are y'all at carnival or y'all at the club? It don't matter to me. Like, the shit is just dancing to me. But
that's a good distinction, too.
So, you know.
Right. Yeah. And like the when I was looking at the conversation, You know what I'm saying? I was telling Tiffany this, like, some people was saying what people are saying on the comments, and some people was replying or responding in like a tit for tat, like they tit for tat attitude, like, oh shit, if he gonna do that, well, he better not get mad if that motherfucker tall ass Jamaican with the big dick be grinding all up on my motherfucking ass. Like, why you even presenting this? Why you coming into this realm with that motherfucking energy?
Because that's the equivalent. Like, that's the trade-off. Like, that will be the trade-off.
I feel like just do it. I mean, just dance. Yeah. Like, go have fun. Like, to me, it's just go have fun. It's like, why y'all even comparing? Go, just like you fucking dancing, you go fucking dance, and just let that be that. And then y'all can come dance somewhere in the middle, like, whatever. What's the issue?
I don't
you know what I'm saying? Like, make them jealous. Shit, when y'all start dancing, make them fucking jealous. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all can actually.
You better act like you got some damn sense, because like, if it was me, you would shoot up America. And see, that's what I'm saying. Don't take that attitude, Dominique. If you and your husband going on vacation, let's just say y'all going on vacation. You know what I'm saying? And y'all party. Y'all, you know how y'all party. Party. Y'all just partying. If you over there dancing with a local female, you over there dancing with a local man, fuck it. Y'all get together and dance with the fuck together.
Nah. I mean, I think it just depends on y'all baseline. If that's not your baseline already, and then you want to do that, that's different. But if that's already our baseline, if that's how we party normally, then okay. But if that's not how we party normally, and you trying some slick shit on vacation because you think, oh, no, it's gonna be it's gonna be a tight conversation in the car or on the walk back to the beach. Like, don't mess up vacation, nigga. We paid too much for this. Don't do that. That's all I'm saying. You watch your baseline, know your baseline, and know your woman and her capabilities, her mental state. Like, that shit matters. If your woman's upset, she's not mature enough for that type of relationship. I can admit that. I'm not there. I'm still evolving, because I would be pissed off. But that's not our baseline. Like, we don't party like that. We be in the house chilling.
Sarah said. Sarah said. I said, I definitely know it's been a time or two where it was like, oh no, we were just dancing. Like,
them funky ass niggas
like,
over there.
I'm going home. Like, bye.
Yeah,
like,
and
no, we're not.
Dudes are just so creepy now. Like, you can't, and it is cultural. It's different. Like, it makes it different.
Yes, I would, and yes, I have, and yes, we still
club
do.
with your partner.
Hell yeah,
absolutely.
Hell yes.
Absolutely. I wouldn't. No, thank you.
Oh yeah, I've definitely done it before.
So, are there men and women? Do they have men and women together? Like, is that what you mean? The strip club? Is that what happens?
Mostly female. It's mostly
female. My lady, my lady, like, she don't care for motherfucking male strippers, so she prefer female strippers. And I know a lot of women who prefer to go to female strip clubs. So
see, I would want to see, like, if they had the males and females together, then that could be a time. But I wouldn't just want to see ass and titties all night. Like, that's not my jam. So I would need to see some dick. Like,
it's still interesting to watch sometimes. Just watching another woman, like, it's just
maybe
like, you ain't gotta like it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's fine. Like, that's cool.
I think that would be like a special treat. Like, that's not my baseline. Like, that's so far from baseline for me that would be like a special treat. Like, that would be something different. That wouldn't be something I would normally be like, okay, yeah, I'm hyped up to do it. Because I would prefer to see men personally. We could see it all at the same time, but no, I want to see some men.
But what if you were doing it just for him? Wouldn't be that either.
I'm not that. That's not my jam. Like, we not even in that headspace. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like, nigga, like, what are you doing for me? Like, I'm not even at that maturity level yet, because there's so much regular shit we got to get. You know what I'm saying? No, like, you got to get the regular shit together before we talk about some special off baseline type. I'm just doing this really for you, nigga. Fuck you. Like, that's, you know.
Marcel, we not talking about we talking about Chance the Rapper. Chance the Rapper was viral with Chance the Rapper over in Jamaica.
All right, nigga, I wish a nigga would. Come on.
Locals. So it ain't about no
I might end up going home with one of them. Like, what you
shut up, yo.
Play with me on the wrong day. But you gotta know yourself and know your partner. Like, I know myself too well. Like, nah, that's not gonna end well for him. Either way.
him dancing is just like them damn harmless massages, right?
Well, which massages? Because I mean, you know, you can say no to a yoni massage, and like that's the thing. Like, you know, just a regular body massage is one thing, but it's like you letting him put a glove on and fucking you with his hand. Like that's something different. Because that exists. Like, you
Right?
know,
Like, how much extra is that? Like, that's, I don't know about that.
Like,
Sarah said, I don't know your husband, but I highly doubt it. He's gonna go to the strip club with dangling swinging.
And that's my point. Like, why, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are we always expected to want to go with them to see some women when they will never, ever, never, ever want to go with us to see some dicks? Like, okay, all right, but I'm expected to expand my horizons and enjoy this with you, but you're not going to enjoy some dicks with me. Okay.
He ain't gonna enjoy the male review.
He not going, and you know, but he would. Oh, he would hate it. Oh, he definitely not, because no, he know what I like. And if I see it, you know, he know it would just not be a good experience. You got to know your partner. He be like, oh, I saw you looking at him. I did it. Yeah, you did. Like, nigga, that's why we here.
All I'm gonna say is times has changed. These cows out here on some different shit. You bet you didn't fucking around and got divorced. That's old school right there. That's OG. OG dominate. She said, fuck all that.
OG and Kemper is OG also.
Oh, okay, man.
I only got one of them full body massages, but I ain't never had no motherfucking yoni massage. I ain't never had nobody put their hands up.
Yeah, no. I've heard some stories, but
like, that's fine. But like, nah.
But I think if they feel your energy
to the shit,
yeah,
like, that's with everything. Like, you know what I'm saying?
There's limits to everything
that you gotta know. You know, in my opinion. So
yeah, I think as a female, it's always a chance. But if I feel like more of the responsibilities on the female to put that energy out there, like, okay, yeah, I'm open for this. And then the dudes are just stupid and just always ready to go. So it's like, okay. Whereas women, we are more discernible. We take a little more discretion. It's like, you know, you think about it a little bit more. But once you decide to go for it, you go.
Like just that much of it could be like just a fraction of a second more. That's enough to be
like, nah, let me go on home. Put these clothes back on. What was I thinking? I was just playing.
No. I said no. Okay.
Okay. Let me go back home.
Okay. No.
No. Shoot. The rent due? Like,
It's always a chance. Because you did say that, but I mean, you know, like I said, it's that quick second to redirect.
Quick second. That mind
that doesn't happen for others, but whatever.
You don't need massage up here.
Girl, yes, the yoni massage. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's my point. Like, it's like, no, like, okay, you gotta have a line, like, to stop. Like, you know, like, okay.
Yeah, boundaries. Like, come on.
Political bullshit I ever heard.
Again, man, I think, you know, man, man on vacation, man. Look, man, have your fun party, whatever. Do what you do, man. If your wife okay with it,
there you go.
Know the lines. Like, know the lines.
Know the lines.
Know the lines. Like, know
your partner.
Somebody say it's too much. Like, let that be that.
And don't pretend like you didn't know where the line was. Like, oh, I thought this was cool. Why would you think that? What evidence did you have to think that?
I mean, you know, but you can also say, yo, I thought this was cool. I'm sorry. I didn't know it wasn't. Because you can't 100% go to, well, why would you think if it's never been discussed or you didn't know? Or
no, I feel like to some degree, if you've been with that person a certain amount of time, you've been through some stuff with that person, you kind of know where they lie on certain things. You know your partner.
If you should have known.
You know what's acceptable and what's not acceptable, what's going to trigger them and what's not going to trigger them.
You should have known better. That's different than be like.
And you know what?
That's a difference than, yo, my bad. I really thought this may have been okay. Like, because
honestly, like me, man, if I'm dancing with another female, I know me. You know what I'm saying? And I just know. I know how I dance because I know how the motherfucker dance. I know how to do all that freaky shit. So I keep my motherfucker distance. Honestly, I'm gonna keep my
absolutely
keep my motherfucker distance. Hey, all right, hey. You know what I'm saying? But if the woman pulled me up on her, I'm gonna look around. You know me, Tip. I'm gonna look around and like, hey, look.
I was waiting for some realness to come through in this conversation because
hey,
my dick. Like, okay, what? Okay, all right. Oh, there we go. All right, thank you.
No,
okay,
but I'm saying,
if,
you know, I'm gonna do the respectful dance, the respectful two-step. You know what I'm saying?
Of course,
I do the respectful two-step. You know, but if the lady pull me close and I know my partner to the right or to the left of me, I'm gonna look and she give me that motherfucker. Oh, it's okay. Look, cool. Let's dance.
At least you look. Like I appreciate. At least you look.
Yeah,
at least you look. I'd appreciate that. That's totally different than being blindsided. We on a separate side, and then I have to see you across the club, and it's like, okay, that's a dare. Like, okay, now that's a dare. Now I gotta find somebody and grind up on him because
look, what
that's a challenge.
You know, he got some shit to say.
So, dude, you don't know what expectations a person has that they don't express verbally. I'm not responsible for your assumptions of what you think I understand.
Yeah, he's talking about far as your partner, you know what I'm saying, far as you know your partner, but I guess
to a degree. To a degree.
You know what I'm saying? But
to a fucking degree.
And simple shit like dancing, going out,
right? There's only such a there's a limit to. Oh well, you didn't say anything, but it's like, right? Like you know me, after you done known me,
you know years, me,
like. I have to say this, like you know the way I breathe.
You know how I roll. Like, you already know
the way I walk, whether or not I've had a hard day. So you're gonna sit here and tell me I have to say the specific thing. Like, that is very much a thing. Like after 20, like you know, like come on, bro. I feel you on that, Jay.
Man, look, man. Know your motherfucking partner.
Damian Marley.
Keep that shit cool. For real, man. Keep that shit cool, man. Look, again, fellas, listen to my advice. Start off with a two-step dance. No bullshit. Start off with a two-step dance, man. Man, if Miss Betty or Miss Sheila pull you close to her, you get that permission from your lady. But if your lady give you that motherfucker Jada Pinkett at the Oscar look,
listen, you better back it up.
I appreciate it.
Junniera said, listen.
Because some people would take that as a challenge. You got to know yourself. Like, say, if you don't want your partner, if I know my husband don't want to see me dancing with another man in that way, then he shouldn't be dancing with the woman in that way. Because as soon as I see him dancing with the woman in that way, and there was no look, there was no communication, I'm gonna get back immediately, and he already knows that. So now I'm like, oh, now I'm turning it all the way up. So it's like, you want to battle, we could battle, but if you're not ready for it, don't even bring that smoke. Just sit your ass down. But I know my husband. He wouldn't even. I would be so surprised to see him dancing. I would probably be like, "What is going on?"
It's so funny.
But once I caught on to what's going on, then it's on. It's on, nigga. I hope you got the keys in your pocket, because I might just go out. Maybe. Call that Uber.
I might just go out.
Okay. I'm calling Tiffany.
What if your get back?
Girl, you already know. Come through, okay?
Charlie said, but what if your get back ain't an issue? So what if you dance on him and he be like, all right, fuck, you did what you did. You had fun, cool. What if he ain't phased off of it?
Then it depends on how I'm feeling, how far I want to take it. But like you gotta know yourself. Like for me, once I open the door, once I really like something or find something I like, I usually take it to the extreme. So now it's like, okay, well, how far can I push this? The dancing was okay. Okay, what about like a group date? Okay. What about a date with me and him? Okay. What about me, you, and him? Like it's levels to it. So once you open that door and you give that person a taste of something, you can't be upset when I want to explore that further. So it's just, don't take it too far. Like, think about what you're doing. Think about the person you in that relationship with and their mindset.
That's understood without saying.
There's a certain amount that's understood without saying, but the assumption can cause problems. It's much easier to voice your expectation. I always say it's more than what you communicate. It's what you understand as well. Both are necessary. I agree with TJ. I agree with that. I completely agree with that. She said she about to
Oh, you want what? Okay.
Let's battle. I've been waiting all my life for this.
Go. Yeah, man. Come over here.
Like what? Ready.
Okay,
Ready.
go down to
He said, so
Jonathan.
you still be mad then? He said, you still mad?
Sally said, "You still mad?"
Yeah.
She said, "Yeah."
John said,
Like,
to be
I'm
honest,
not.
She said,
to
"Yeah."
be honest,
Okay.
it's just a dance. I'm coming back home or to the room with you. So you get upset. That's more of a jealousy issue for you. If you have trust with your spouse, it shouldn't bother you. Communication is key. True.
But if it does bother me, it's an issue. Like, and it should be an
Yeah.
issue to you. If you love with me, you are my, lover or whatever. You should care about what shit bothers me. So
What
that
bother
bothers
you?
me.
No doubt.
Don't do that
No
shit.
doubt.
Like,
No
period.
doubt. No doubt.
Within
Hey,
reason. I
look,
mean,
man.
I feel like
Within reason, of course. Like, I
reason.
can't be
If that
You
super
know,
shit bother
extreme.
you, if that shit
I
bother
agree
you,
with
man,
that.
apologize, man. Look, sure that ain't gonna happen again. And just enjoy the memory that you had with that big booty bitch 10 minutes ago.
Please do, because we gonna talk about it. It's gonna come up in jokes. Like when we get in the next argument, it's like, oh, okay, what was her name? Where Rochelle at? Ask Rochelle to wash your drawers. Okay, thanks. No,
Yeah,
fuck that.
we
No.
are. My man said somebody get Steve Harvey the referee. What
Steve
up, Jared?
Harvey. Mm-mm.
You got a whole
This
jealous
is
issue,
not
not
him
him dancing.
dancing.
That might
Yeah,
be it.
that could be it.
That might be it.
But I know I better not sketch him out like that. Like you just gotta know yourself, and I can accept that. Like,
Well,
And
I
that's all that
respect that at
matters.
the end of the
Yeah.
day. Like you, like yeah,
I,
like no, that may be the issue. Okay,
okay, if you gonna be
like,
with
but that,
me,
like
understand
that doesn't
that's
negate. Like
gonna be with
again,
me.
like like I said, you coming through tonight at the end of the day as our people as a therapist, but you still a fucking human. You got your own
Still a
relationship, some
human.
real ass shit that you talking about. Like, but when it comes to the
Yeah,
clinical sense, like
clinical. Yeah, I know what the right answer
like this
is,
is the real shit.
but the real answer is gonna be different, right?
It's the real issues
Clinically,
that happen in day to day, like with all of us as humans.
all of us.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And people try to act like it doesn't exist, So
It does. You could be objective about somebody in a room sitting as a therapist and they're the client, but when it comes to your real life, it's totally different because it's
it's totally
you.
different, right? Because it's you
It's
personally.
you. It's your bias. You know how
Yeah,
you grew up. Like you got all that background stuff with you. Like
that's how
nah,
you
that you
became
still working through.
out of 20.
I think, hey, John, on that,
Business about trust in the
when
beginning.
it's coming to this particular thing right here, dancing, don't
How
be
you
stupid.
feel?
When it comes to dancing, especially all this dancing, don't be stupid about man. Well, you should have opened your mouth. You know I ain't in the high. I know you don't want me dancing somebody. Don't be stupid. Don't be
Yeah,
stupid.
don't
Be
try.
stupid. Especially with a black woman.
Please, not with a black
At a
woman.
wedding reception of the drinks, and you know you ain't supposed to be dancing with her. Come on now, don't you do that. You
Or
over
you
there
have a
lying?
history with her? Nah.
Don't do that.
You already know your
So
wife got a
hey, baby,
problem with her? No.
right, baby, I ain't know you ain't want me dancing nobody. Nigga, what the fuck you just said out your mouth?
Right. You know we don't fuck with her. And you over there all in her
We
face.
don't fuck with her.
Laughing
Because
real hard at
if
her
she
joke.
honestly, if she say that,
We don't fuck
you
with
ain't
her.
want me dancing, Mr. Jerome. Bitch, what? Fuck you doing over there dancing? Dude, what you over there doing the butt with him for?
No, I thought we was cool with Jerome. You was cool with Sheila, so I thought we was cool with Jerome.
You was cool with Sheila. I thought
We all cool.
Yeah, Sheila, right.
Mm-mm.
Oh man, but yeah, man. Hey, look,
I
yeah,
hate
with that shit,
Jerome.
man.
My boo.
I think Will. I already know Chance the Rapper wife know about this shit. I wonder where responsible is though.
I mean, then you gotta think like it's Chance the Rapper. Like he's
Celebrity.
a celebrity.
He's a global person. So
He's
yeah,
gonna party. I would expect that from him, but
right.
also, like, I would expect also not to be living in the middle of the struggle. Like that's also a part of the mind. It's like, nigga, we scraping up half of the rent together, and you out here partying with bitches, or I'm sitting in our mansion, got my rolls in the garage, and we both having a good time on vacation. Right. That's a whole different vibe. Like it's a lot of factors that come into being insecure.
We were talking about Chance the Rapper right now. The pictures that surfaced the World Wide Web with him getting his boogie on with the young lady. I think in Jamaica or Barbados, wherever it was. And we were just talking about that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Hopefully she doesn't respond. People don't need to know what they decided to do in their home. True.
Facts. That's mature. It is.
I agree. No way.
Like Beyonce, when she don't respond to little people that got shit to say, like, who are you, peasant? Bitch, like, my bill's paid.
I completely agree.
Oh, Cardi B, people got shit to say. Who are you?
Cardi. Cardi cuss a motherfucker out.
Shit.
Yes, I love that song. Tomorrow. What? Had to look you up, bitch. I didn't even know who you was. I had to look you up. Damn. Talk about me.
Cardi.
I love it.
That's what's up. All right, so, well, Tiffany, you want to introduce the last topic?
Well, the last topic is really where we bring our lovely where I love our lovely guest in her professional capacity outside of just her being her awesome self, This is what
Awesome
we
stuff.
bring her in that space. So today we wanted to talk about childhood emotional neglect. Childhood emotional neglect. We've kind of been wanting to talk about this for a few weeks now, but it's our first Tuesday and we haven't done this in a while. So we're doing our mental health check-in basically, and this is where we decided to go with it this week. And the definition is literally what it sounds like. It's not necessarily abuse. That's why it's just neglect. So it doesn't necessarily have the same ramifications, in my opinion, as abuse does. But, we have a therapist, a social worker here to help us digest some things about that.
So what is sin? If you could break it down into the terms that the professional terms, Junniera.
What is what? Sorry.
What is sin? I could say sin. What is like what is technically sin? Like, can you give us some examples of what this is?
What was sin standing for?
Childhood emotional. She probably I gotta look it up too.
Yeah,
childhood
but
emotional neglect. Childhood emotional neglect.
So basically, the kid doesn't get their emotional needs met from the parent. So this could be because the parent is has a deficit in themselves, and so they don't have the tools to give that child the emotional stuff that they need. So unconditional love is one of them. Um, Unconditional regard, unconditional positive regard, making a child feel valued, appreciating the child for them, and not imparting not trying to make them into something that you want them to be. So I think a long time ago, like a lot of, our generation, our parents definitely had a lot of goals for us, and they may have steered us in certain directions independent from what our goals were for ourselves or what our strengths were, what our weaknesses were. So now we see a lot more focus on gentle parenting, conscious parenting, where we're actually thinking about how we're raising these children, because we see how in adulthood these things play out in relationships and these cycles continue. And like I've been reading a lot of like relationship books and like parenting books, and it's really interesting because every single book that I read always goes back to that parent-child relationship. Like it's super important. And it's really sad because it's so basic what children need. You know what I mean? Like on a emotional level, at the end of the day, they need to know that their parents are dependable, that they are loved regardless of their actions. And so that's a big one, because a lot of us grew up as good girls, good boys, because we're well behaved, because we were respectful to adults. Now, the basis for that respect and that behavior was usually fear. Like a lot of us, our parents still believed in spankings. Even I got spanked, and my parents weren't the most strict and weren't super permissive, but their coping skills were lacking. That's what they knew to do. They knew discipline, fear. Children are to be seen and not heard for the most part. Like you can have an opinion. Like each generation, I feel like gets a little bit more conscious of their children and their humanity, not just like they're not so possessive, like this is my property, this is my child, I made them, you owe me. We're getting away from the you owe me type of attitude and thinking about what do we want to do for this child to help them grow into who they want to be, like respecting that they have some level of humanity and divinity, if you will, because they have that spirit inside of them. So respecting and honoring that is where we're coming. Now, the whole therapy system and diagnosis in kids and the dysfunctional families, the social, not social, the emotional neglect from parents, that's mostly because they've neglected themselves. They don't have
Mhm.
anything left to give. So what they're
They've been
giving
neglected.
is what
Mhm.
they got. And
Mhm.
they're doing the best that they can. So I feel like a lot of people are now educating themselves, reading more. TikTok and Facebook has been super helpful, I think, with the reels about like all the symptoms of noticing burnout and ADHD, and giving people really a voice to speak out about what they're experiencing. And that it takes a lot to see it come back at you. I don't know if you guys see that guy, Mr. Chaz, on Facebook. Like he does like gentle parenting. He's black, and he tries to get
Yeah,
people in our
yeah,
community to get away
yeah.
from corporal punishment and the spanking and the beating.
Right.
Because and I've always felt like this is just something, again, passed down from the oppressor, from slavery, to keep the slaves alive. What did they do? They beat them. They put fear into them. There was
Mhm.
no respect of their humanity, and we've just incorporated that into how we've raised our children. And through the
Mhm.
years, minorities have gotten it the worst, I feel, in part because as in society we didn't feel like our children could be soft and could be gentle because they
Mhm.
had to deal with so much. We didn't want them out there unprepared.
Mhm.
But on some level we took their childhood from them, because
Mhm.
Absolutely.
children should be free. Like my daughter, she's just super free
Yeah,
now because I'm conscious of what, she's
she
exposed
is.
to. I
She's a
don't want her
free
to
girl.
feel less than.
She's a free
My mom went through the bus segregation, like,
same.
segregation, Jim Crow, and all of that. And so she still has those scars. And me seeing that in her life, she didn't have the capacity to give me everything that I'm giving Josie, because
Absolutely.
she just wasn't in the space. So I wouldn't say it was emotional neglect necessarily in that case. They just give you what they got. and
Right.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
unfortunately for us, we aren't
That's
raised a lot of times with the coping skills, with the I went through social work school and counseling and doing therapy, and
Mhm.
still struggle in my personal life with coping skills, like adaptive coping skills. That's real life. Like, you can have the intellectual capacity for something, but to put it into practice, to make it a part of your daily habit, and to make changes in your life, that's incremental. That's a journey. That's change. That's not going to be 6 EAP sessions and fix your
Overnight. Right.
life.
Right. Right.
absolutely.
People
Absolutely.
can't pour from an empty cup, but we haven't been taught how do you fill your cup.
Right. Oh,
So let me
yes.
ask you, as far
Yes.
as like these day and age with the early 20-year-olds and the 19-year-olds and you know what I'm saying, like as far as the culture and the society that they're being raised in, do you think it's possible for them to not see that or not go through that, given how social media is so fucking far wide open with shit, and like you said, TikTok is there, you know what I'm saying? Because nowadays, and I ask that because you got parents, motherfucker, nowadays that's working two damn, three damn jobs. You know what I'm saying? Betty got even got time for daggone kids that's 17,
Right,
16 years old. So them motherfucking
right.
kids, like you said, out on their own. Their phone is their friend. And social
On their
media is their
own.
brother.
Yeah, their
You know.
parents still struggling, and that's still a
Mhm.
disparity between the socioeconomic classes. Of course, the rich parents, or the parents that have a stay-at-home default parent available, are spending more time with their kids. They have more energy to be with them.
Right.
People
Right.
that have a partner that's active at home, that you can tap in and trade off with, that's changing the experience. So I think they have a
Mhm.
chance, but it doesn't start when they're 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It starts when they're 5. Like, that's when
Mhm.
Mm.
that relationship and that trust is built. Once
Mm-hmm.
they get like 7, 8, and 9, and you're trying to build a connection with them, and they already don't trust you because you
Mhm.
haven't been dependable, because you haven't been that source of unconditional positive regard for them, it's like, well, damn. Now I got to try to do things on my own. I'm going to try to figure it out. I don't have
Mhm.
any voice. That's really where the problems come in. When they feel like they have no voice, they can't speak to that trusted adult that's supposed to be that dependable, that stable person in their life.
They had
Then
their
they
best
start trying
interest.
to fill in the holes with other things and other
Mhm.
people that may mean them harm. So just, it's all connected. So the
Do
20
you
year
think?
olds, they have a chance, but
Do you think like back in the day
it's hard.
with the 90 babies during that little crack era and shit, when motherfucker they was getting dropped off with their grandma and grandpa, is that like a form of emotional neglect to a kid?
Definitely from their parents. Yeah, definitely. And
because
hopefully, yeah.
and that was the case. That was the case back then. You know what I'm saying? When
Yeah,
you got
definitely.
when the motherfucker shit 88, 89, 88, 90, early 90s and shit, that 91, that era when that motherfucker, the motherfucker rock really hit the scene. You
Yeah.
know, a lot of people, parents was out there on that, struck out on that shit.
Yeah.
Dropping
So it
them off
definitely
at
was
grandma,
feeling.
and it still happened to this day. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
still dropping them off at grandma and grandpa house or grandparents' house, mainly grandma.
Yeah.
You know, so, okay, that's a form of it too. It's
Yeah.
like
But
damn,
grandma's not as old. Like grandmothers back in the day were older. And
right?
they were home and they were more willing to take their kids. And
Mm-hmm.
now a lot of our grandparents and parents still working. You know,
Mm-hmm.
60, 65 still working. So they're not even available to be big mama, to be that big loving influence that our grandmothers back in the day were. Because grandma's still working today. Oh, no, I can't watch a baby. I don't have no PTO. Like they're still in the midst of their struggle too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's their capacity is diminished to even outpour to the kids. And what about the kids in foster care? Like they definitely feel the
Yeah.
emotional neglect. And that's the worst. Like when I was doing therapy to foster care, I really stopped and had to think about it. Like a lot of these kids are being taken to appointments by their social worker or by the foster parent. And that's not something that you even think about like as a
Mm-hmm.
child. You know, you always go with your mom and your dad, but that experience can be totally different for a child that's not there with their parent, that's with a
Mm-hmm.
worker, or it's like, damn, like my mother don't even care about me enough to take me to an appointment. Like
Right.
and now I got a social worker and I got, you know, this other worker. It's just hard. These people
Strangers.
are paid to be here.
Yeah, they
Sure.
paid it here. They
Paid to
paid.
be
They
here,
paid it.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
Mm.
So it sets them up to make insecure attachments later in life. And they don't see that. You don't see the fruits of it until they're older, until they get some awareness about themselves, until they start having relationships with other people, wondering why
Mm-hmm.
they aren't connecting or wonder why they're jumping from relationship to relationship. It's just a ripple effect. 66 to be a working grandma, and I'm still very active. My grandson's 5.
She is. They're so cute.
I love it.
They're so cute.
I just want to be healthy enough so I can be an active grandma. Like once
Yeah,
my
absolutely.
kid, I don't want
Absolutely.
to be frail and barely moving.
So how is the? I mean, how can we prevent that from going on? You know what I'm saying? In our kids' lives these days with the 10-year, 11-year-old, 12-year-olds. What do we do?
Spending time with them, like really spending time with them. Really, if they're into something, I think I seen something on like TikTok or whatever. It was like giving them 20 minutes a day, like of just undivided focus attention. I'm not on my phone. You're not on your electronics.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about your day. Let's do an activity
Mm-hmm.
that you like to do. It don't have to be money all the time. Do you like to
Mm-hmm.
draw? Like you know what your
Mm-hmm.
kid into. Let them talk to you
Mm-hmm.
about what they into for 20
Okay.
minutes and just
Right.
see how their
Right.
face lights up anytime they talking about like, okay, babe, tell me more, and really get into it and be
Mm-hmm.
there and present with them. I think a lot of it is we're not present,
We're not
and a
present
lot of
with them.
times
Yep.
people can't be present because they
Yep.
have so much stuff going on and they don't want to really feel what they're feeling. So dealing with
Mm-hmm.
your own stuff is the best thing that we can do for our kids. Dealing with our stuff so we're not triggered when they're doing their normal kid stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and we can react to them in a gentler way, and we can
Mm-hmm.
tolerate spending time with them more. Because
And
a
see,
stressed out mom ain't gonna want to spend 20 minutes playing with no Play-Doh, doing no fucking paint.
but see,
But
see
if
that, and see, we
you know,
let's, and you just said the key word that I'm about to hit on, that we don't want to show the kids. We don't want to show them that I want to tolerate. No, we don't want to tolerate. You know what I'm saying? Because they will pick up on, okay, they just
they
did.
do pick up on the vibe. Yeah,
You know, that's what we fuck up at.
that's when we fuck
So
up
we
at.
got to correct that. We got to correct. Okay, let
Absolutely.
me go ahead and spend some. Let me go ahead. Let me go and spend some time with Madison. Let me go ahead and do this 20-minute thing. No, want to do that. Want to do
I
that
mean, you want to,
because you
because
already
they
know.
gonna remember that.
You know the. Thank you. They're gonna peep that shit. Oh, they don't really want to spend no time with me.
Yeah, and then when they 16 and 17 and something's really going on in their lives and they need to reach out to you and they don't because they in the back of their mind, oh
Right,
mama don't care. Like she don't want to hear
right.
what I gotta say. Let me just be quiet. Let me just sit over here in my corner, and then they're shut down adult. Like no, get to know
Mm-hmm.
your kids as people, like as the little
Mm-hmm.
humans
They're
that they are.
little
As
humans.
little people, they're little
Yeah.
They're little
people.
humans. They're little
And if
humans.
they a little a-hole, like take a look in the mirror and figure out what's
Why?
going on, because they're absolutely a reflection of you.
Just like you.
Absolutely.
Hello?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Hello?
When my daughter started cutting up, I had to take a minute, like, okay, Junniera, what's going on with your attitude? What is she
Mm-hmm.
seeing? Because I don't like this in her,
Right.
and I got to fix me
And it
first.
might be in you.
And it's most definitely
You know what I'm
partly
saying?
a me.
Got a
And
long
I got
comment.
myself together.
Long comment.
Same.
Tiffany,
I've had
you
to do
got it.
that before. Absolutely.
Prenatal trauma, we have inside parents with place on even parent I take it. Yep. Trauma, which cause rebellion. Yep.
Don't be a hypocrite to your
They're
children.
only
They always
talk
love to remember.
facts.
Now how you want to put
Facts.
in on the quality time convention to always be remembered. Yeah?
I
Yeah.
agree.
No doubt.
Completely
Good
agree.
comment.
Completely agree.
Facts. And
Good
that
comment.
co-regulation is
You know what I'm
important.
saying?
Like I see
Oh,
something, kids can't regulate their own emotions until they're like 12 or 13 fully. So they need the
right.
parent to model that co-regulation, those deep breathing,
Mm-hmm.
taking a minute to calm
Mm-hmm.
down, like helping them calm down instead of just yelling at them, trying to get them to comply.
It's not
Take a
gonna
minute.
happen. It's
It's
not
not
gonna
gonna
happen.
happen when they're in
It's
that
not gonna happen.
meltdown mode. But if you in meltdown mode with them, you're not helping nobody. Like keeping us calm, and we're teaching them. Like even now, Josie, like sometimes I'll be in the mid flustered or whatever, and Josie be like, "Mom, like come on, just take a deep breath."
Yes,
And
my
she's
girl.
6 because we do that with her. It's like, okay, Josie,
Right.
you getting frustrated? Let's take a couple deep breaths. Let's talk about it. What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Taking the time to really care about their feelings. Also, yes, they have
Right.
trivial things going
They're
on. If
human.
it's
They're
important to
human.
them, let them know
This
it's
is
important to
us.
you
Yeah,
because it's
maybe
important to
Mm-hmm.
them.
it's big to them. It's big to them.
It's big to them. And we got to remember when we were that age and
I
how
mean,
we would have
even
loved
outside of
to
it
talk
being
to
their
somebody.
age, I mean, we can be as adults. Like something
Well,
that
yeah.
matters so much to me may not
Yeah.
matter to you. It may not matter to Ray, but it matters to me. Like you know what I'm saying? That's just a human thing. Like it ain't
Yeah.
even about
But
being a
see,
child.
I
Like you know
I
what I'm
put a post
saying?
up. I put a post up earlier this
Yeah.
morning. I was
Facts.
like, if you don't live with your kid or kids, but you know they are getting ready for school, give them a call and tell them to have a good day, have a good and successful day, and tell them you love them. Things like
Yeah.
this mean a lot to our babies. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I always do. And even when
I love
Madison get
it.
out of school, I always ask Madison how's her day. You know what I mean? How your day went? Tell me about your day. Tell me what you learned at school. And she tell me, you know what? She be like, well, we learned. I don't want to know what we learned. I want to know what you learned. Tell me what you learned at school. And we got this thing at the end of the conversation. I always ask her, all right, so what's your valuable lesson of the day? Whether it be good, whether it be bad. You got to give me a valuable lesson of the day. What did you learn out of the day? Whether it's good or whether it's bad, what lesson did you learn out of the day? And she come up with one every time. And we've been doing that since the beginning of school. That's something I
I
just
love
know
it.
I
I
implemented
like
as
yeah,
being a
that's
father.
cute.
That's something I definitely implemented as being a father. You know, and because like me and Tiffany was talking about it, and I think you are Jay, you got one child too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
She's
just
a
Yeah,
imagine
she's
how it is
6.
with one ass kid. They ain't got no siblings. We got that one kid syndrome. So you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Me and Tiffany was talking about it earlier. You know, and we all got girls. Ain't this about a
Yeah.
bitch? You know what I'm saying? Yours 6, mine's 10, Tiffany's 11. Mine's about to be 11. And she
Yeah.
about to be in the 6th grade. She's going to go through that transition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you definitely got to really be in these motherfucking kids' lives, boy or girl. But when it comes to the motherfucking
Facts.
girl, oh,
And they'll let you, like, they want you to be in their lives. That's the thing. They want
Ari
us
said the
to
other
be in
day,
their
she was
lives.
like, well, no, mom, I want to go home with you. I like when we ride home because, you know, we talk in the car.
Oh,
It's like just little
yeah.
stuff like that
little
because I
stuff.
do, you know, it's a 20-minute ride home. And I always be like, you know, all right, it's like, you know, I'm not trying to overwhelm you, but it's like these little 20 minutes. That's it. You know, when we're in the car, this is the conversation. It's just us going home. And then once we get home, that's that. We're going to
And that's
talk.
a good tip for talking to
But people
preteens
like
and
it though.
teenagers. It takes the
Mm-hmm.
pressure off because they're not
Yeah,
facing you
it's
one
like,
on
you know,
one.
it's
Right.
like this
You're
is it. The
driving.
ride is over. We're done. It's like, you know,
Yeah.
but we're gonna have this. And sometimes we don't say anything. Sometimes I don't feel like talking, you
Right.
know. No, I mean because I'm human
Yeah.
too. Like at the end of the
Yeah.
day,
Yeah.
mornings I don't got shit to say. Like this morning, my radio wasn't working. I don't know. It was just being
Yeah.
funky. As soon as I stopped the car, the shit turned on. I was like, okay, whatever. But riding, like, you know, it was like whatever. I put my phone on something. I'm just like, I ain't feel like talking. And it was fine. Like, I love you,
Yeah.
girl. Have a great day. But you
Mm-hmm.
know, any other time, it's like we're talking the whole way, and but it's just like you know, that just
It
is
was
what
a
it is.
quiet day. It was a
Back to
quiet
school,
morning ride.
Yeah.
to ride home with you because I like when we talk. That was just like so cool. I like riding home with you. That was dope for like an 11-year-old.
Right, I was about to say, yeah.
That
counts.
Like,
girl.
I tell, and again, because when these young girls and young boys, they going through them little ages where their transition started to be themselves and shit. Started to communicate with other friends, doing friendships and building more friendships and TikTok and this. I be like, Madison, I know you be on your phone all the time over your mom's house and stuff, but holler at me, reach out, say, hey, how you doing, Dad? Check on Dad. That make me smile. I appreciate it. Like, I'm sorry, Dad. I do better than that. And
I love that.
I like to. I want that.
Shit. They be like, "Oh, I want to say hey to your mom."
Yeah, like I tell her I shouldn't have to always reach out to you, and I'd be up front with my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, Madison, I shouldn't have always reach out to you. Reach out to your father sometime. That would greatly appreciate that. She's like, I got you. I'm like,
yeah.
So
yeah.
I think it just that's one way of preventing them having this neglect.
I just like the aspect that it's some kids that feel cool enough or close enough, which I don't want to say cool enough, but it may be the bridge one day to them needing you or coming to you if they need something, and that's
feeling comfortable. Yeah,
that had that bridge, whether if it was with my daughter or her friends or anything, like, you know what I'm saying? I want them to remember me as Arya goes through school, like I always try to be around because I feel like that matters,
It matters. It matters.
It matters.
It matters. There's so many other negative influences out here. So to have that open door with somebody that's a positive influence, fucking matters.
I remember you. They be like, "Oh, I remember." Like her girlfriend it's like, "Yeah, girl."
Kids remember.
So tall. Like you done got so tall. Like she taller than me, but I'm like, I remember you, like 100%. I remember you from elementary school.
Fellas,
I'm still here.
Fellas, you got daughters, man. Take your daughters. Take your daughter, go get pedicures. Go get pedicures with your daughters, fellas.
I love it.
Yeah.
That
shit, like,
we got the spa at the house. Like,
Ron, what up, Ron?
Fill his tub up.
Girl, that's cool too. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's just fine. Because that's doing something. That's time spending. What's the most important thing we can give a person?
The time.
That's the most valuable motherfucking thing. So if you want that motherfucker bubble that tub up with motherfucking spa water, and it's funny because I got a dang on foot machine jump in my closet.
Me too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We do this spa at home. Yeah.
Motherfucker, right. So that time.
Everybody saw time and your energy, not just sitting there, they're on their device, you on their device, but the energy is super important. Having that positive energy, not just coming down on them, being a safe space. Like, we're supposed to be their safe space. If something going on with my daughter, I want her to come to me first.
Right.
Period. Regardless of what the issue is, so I can help her out, so she's not out here listening to her little knucklehead friends with their bad advice.
Affirm that shit too. Affirm that shit, man. I'm telling you, put that, like, drill that shit in their motherfucking head.
Yeah.
Look, man, because I called motherfucker Madison on Duo earlier. I said, you got your light on? Yes. Turn your light on. Do I have to? I said, turn your light on, please. She turned the light on. I said, look, man, let's talk. And she had her glasses on, so I could see that she was on her tablet. I said, fold your tablet down. She said, okay. She folded the tablet, and I got to see the glare. I said, let's talk. Let me just have a little good talk. I said, man, look, listen. We here. Talk to me.
Yeah.
Let me know if you need anything. Anybody bother you, let me know. You got to be affirmed. That shit got to be affirmed and drilled in their fucking scalp. Like these days, the way time is going and how society is so goddamn fast and shit. Man, these kids get out in that world, it's over.
Yeah. And it's too much wrong information for them to catch on the internet. Just search it. Maybe you got a question, ask me first. Like, if I don't know it, we can research it together.
And it's too much shit they can get into. Too much.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I want to know what's on your tablet. I'm watching all the time. Like, let me spot checks just randomly. Let me see that. Let me see that.
Society's moving. Yeah, this shit it's moving very fast, man. So you got it. And I'm sure it's even probably a little harder for people who got young boys, man. Because
I can't imagine.
Man,
I
Man,
don't
no
want no
man.
boy.
I'm gonna say don't want
Man, no
none.
man.
I
That
don't
that
want
shit
none.
there.
Not
The
a
shit
That's
that
not
none.
my jam.
Don't want one.
these young black men nowadays, I mean the women too, but young black men in the age range of motherfucker 14 on up, maybe younger than that, 12 on up. It's
I
terrible.
don't know.
It's
It's
terrible.
terrible. Yeah.
It's like crime. It's like crime. The crime is getting in the age of younger and younger by the motherfucking day. You hear 14, then you hear 12, you hear 15. You heard a fucking 6-year-old a couple of months ago shot his first grade teacher. Like, what the fuck?
Oh man.
I hate that story.
Fathers are very important in their children's life. Yeah.
Absolutely.
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 They need me for a grandma, huh, man?
She ain't even lying.
Gabe said, I learned 2 weeks ago that kids are having post-adult content for a payday. Or having posting adult content. What?
Yes, I have.
Wow.
Posting I checked the have, and I'm sure are posting adult content for a payday.
Man, look.
That's
Yes.
crazy. That's crazy. I don't like it.
See, that's the type of shit that's gonna make me call Nikki and be like, hey, remove TikTok from off her phone. Even though I ain't worried about that, but still, I don't even want her to be exposed to
you
it.
just gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Just one thing you gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? So it's just this neglect thing, y'all, man. How we break that barrier, y'all? Besides the things that we name, like I don't know.
Doing the work.
Doing the work.
Doing the work with yourself. Like, why are you getting so triggered? Why,
Right.
if your cup is empty, what fills your cup? Really taking some time to investigate that.
No doubt.
Figuring it
I'm
out.
constantly concerned over my son. Figure he should defend himself, but then I worry about them not being accepted. They lost Baltimore.
What does that mean?
Elaborate on that, Ron.
You worried about him not being like if he would lose in a fight? Is that what we're reading? Is that what y'all understand, or am I reading it wrong?
I'm sure I'm constantly concerned over my son. We can make sure he defends himself, but then I worry about them not being able to accept. Oh yeah, no, basically yeah.
Retaliation.
If he knock a nigga out or he fucking nigga up in that area, you know what I'm saying? How them niggas gonna take that L? You know, if how they gonna respond to the L with the gunplay? You know how that ego. If
Yeah.
basically the motherfucker they get their ass whooped.
I got what
They
I
want
got
result.
no, I got it now. Okay, I got you. 100%.
Yeah.
I was confused.
I wouldn't change it.
And thank you, Ron. You explained it too. I see it down there. So thank you. Okay, I'm sorry. I just didn't get it at first. I
His
get it.
mom and I agreed to shut TikTok down. Yeah, and I hear that's what's going on there too. Motherfuckers started to shut the TikTok down. They said the TikTok is getting treacherous, getting real treacherous. All kind of shit they be exposed to. Different motherfucker stunts, different tricks people doing, kids doing. Well, since when you was able to motherfucker steal a car with a goddamn USB cord?
What?
That's on TikTok to see. With a USB cord, yes. It's been going on lately. Hyundais and some other cars, Hondas and shit. These motherfuckers, it's a thing where as though they saw it on TikTok or it's been exposed to TikTok, where though you can steal cars with the goddamn USB cord.
I don't have no car.
I said, what the fuck?
That don't even make sense. I don't have no car.
So shit like that is being exposed on TikTok. Just imagine what else is being exposed in that shit.
No car.
Yes, a USB cord. That's wild. I got a scooter.
Okay.
Shit, I just heard the other day. Matter of fact, this morning, somebody just got shot.
For what?
Over a scooter. No bullshit. It happened yesterday, but I heard it this morning. These little teenagers, they was on scooters. They was trying to rob somebody for the motherfucking scooter. I think somebody was trying to help the person whose scooter they was trying to take. Somebody ended up getting shot.
Can you just be safe?
Yeah, over a scooter?
Over a scooter. And I got a scooter. And I ain't, but my shit fucked up.
Can you just be safe?
I am.
I don't care where you ride.
Now that I heard that, Tiffany, I don't even want to ride that motherfucker no more.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
I
got
don't
ride
like
along
it.
with a motherfucker. Like, come on, man.
Don't do it.
This
I
shit
don't like it.
crazy.
I don't
Yeah,
like it.
I heard
Don't
that
do
shit
it.
this morning, Joe.
Don't do
I
it.
said,
I
get
don't
the
like
fuck
it.
out of here, man. And again, luckily, my shit ain't my motherfucking tire been flat for at least about a good month and a half, man. I've been neglecting on
Good.
getting it
Keep it
fixed.
flat. Keep it flat.
Probably will.
Keep it flat.
I might
Don't
just give it a motherfucker Madison now. Let her have it over there in motherfucking Montgomery County.
don't even say where's that.
Yep. You know what?
Look, don't even say where's that.
I'm gonna sell that motherfucker. But
Okay.
yeah, I heard that shit this morning. I was like, wow. See that's like something. That's some child neglect. That's some, you know what I'm saying? That's what they going through. The kids is
That's what they're
doing shit
going
like
to.
this.
Like when you get your emotional needs met, that also builds empathy. And when somebody lacks a capacity for empathy, that's when they can do shit like that. When
Mm-hmm.
in your mind it makes sense. Let me shoot this person so I can get their scooter. Not even
Mm-hmm.
worrying about this is another human being. This person is connected to a family because you lack
Mm-hmm.
some empathy because nobody cared about you in that way. And so
Mm-hmm.
now you like fuck the world. Like you just out to get
Mm-hmm.
yours. There is no payoff for you. You're not getting that need met. So now you're gonna focus on things that feel good.
And harming them. That's their way of being felt good.
Yeah, I'm getting this scooter. I got this scooter. Like everybody else, then you don't see the consequences because all your mind is focused on is getting that scooter, getting what you want. Because you've always had to get stuff for yourself to survive. So for you, you're always in that fight or flight mode. You can't relax. Like adults that can't like
Right.
relax,
Right.
that's a problem.
They
When you can't
always
just sit with yourself,
right.
always gotta go. Always
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
if you slow down, everything gonna catch up with you, and you feel
Mm-hmm.
like you're gonna
Yeah,
fall under because you have no coping skills to deal and process your emotions and
that's
let
true.
them just flow through you. You get
That's
stuck in that stage of development wherever you was at, where things didn't connect,
Mm-hmm.
and that's hard.
true.
So now you got to do the work, and now we see it. Now we in our 20s, 30s. Everybody got a therapist. Everybody,
Look, yeah, motherfuckers going to
They
therapy
should
now.
go.
Motherfuckers going
Look
to
where you
counseling.
should go.
yeah, you may not have seen them in a minute because it takes 6 to 8 weeks to get an appointment, but
Do
at least you're
y'all
making
feel?
an effort.
Still got one. Look, but you still got fucking got one.
Do
Okay,
y'all feel? Do
That's it.
y'all
All
feel as
right.
though
Okay.
y'all had emotional neglect coming up?
I don't think so.
No.
I think at the end of the day, I knew that I had that unconditional positive regard for my parents.
Mm-hmm.
Like I may not be nothing to the world, but to them, like yeah, I was the bee's knees. Like it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't, and not off no cocky stuff. It's just I knew they loved me. They cared for
Mm-hmm.
me. They were stable, independent. It was never, oh, where's mom? Where's dad? Like, nah, niggas are here. They got my back. It wasn't a
Oh, okay.
question.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I didn't.
I'm just
Quiet.
I'm just processing. I don't want to respond to that just yet. So
Okay. Still thinking.
yeah, no, that's all. I don't want to respond to that just yet because I feel like what you're saying. Like you know what I'm saying. Like absolutely.
And
I'm
that, I feel like that
I'm processing what
really,
you're saying and like realistically applying it. Like and like the definition of shit like that. It's like no, like actually, like come on, be realistic. Like you know what I'm saying. Like no, this shit was like nah, you're good. Like you know what I'm saying. So I'm just like trying
yeah.
to
And
process.
sometimes it's hard to realize whether if you haven't seen the polar opposite of it, you don't realize how good you had it. Like
Exactly.
at base level, stuff you took for granted. Like at the end of the day, the
Absolutely.
other people had to question, like, is mommy going to feed me today? Does
Absolutely.
she want to get me out of foster care? Like to hear a biological
Absolutely.
mom say, "No, y'all keep her." Like, bitch,
Absolutely.
you could actually take her home with you. But oh
Absolutely.
no, and you know why they didn't want to take her? Like, nah, that was never a question. My mom always gonna fight for me. Period. Just
Yeah.
like Josie knows at 6,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a war.
She's
Anybody
so
come between me and her, it's a war
she's so special.
to the death.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm ready.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But we
My
take it for
bad.
granted because that's all you knew. That's all you know.
I agree. I completely agree.
And it's heartbreaking. That's why I can't work with kids.
I'm just listening and just taking what Junniera said. I'm listening to what she said. I know I look like I'm tired, but no, I'm just like really listening and processing. So
my racial counterparts been in therapy for decades. They are doing really well. Facts. That's another advantage they have. They'll get counseling for their kids when little stuff happen, and we gotta wait for big shit.
I'm on
Like
the council train. I'm here for that shit.
I'm here for it.
That shit.
That's a good point. Don't wait too late. Yeah, don't wait.
Don't wait.
Get some therapy. I'm team that shit.
Team. Yeah.
That's what's up. Okay.
Well, it's been a great show.
Yeah.
Indeed,
I love
definitely.
it. Thank you so much for joining us,
Jay. Yeah, this was fun. I'm glad I caught you guys.
Back? Will you join us again?
Yeah, this was fun.
Okay, good.
Type of fun. And it's perfect because it's bedtime. You know, Josie goes down at 8:30.
Right, so. Like it's like it kind of winds you down for the night.
Yeah.
Do you have any resources? Any resources that you can share with
I would not really, because the mental health, and that's the thing. Like, depending on where you are, the mental health system right now is. I do have a piece of advice. If you are working, look into EAP. If you have already checked out your insurance and you can't afford the deductible or it's a long process, go ahead and start that process so they can find you someone through insurance. But in the meantime, because that could be a 2 to 3 month wait, contact your HR department and see if y'all have an EAP so you can get free EAP sessions, because you need to be talking to somebody. And a lot of times, if they don't give you sessions, they'll have someone you can talk to on the phone, even if it's just to vent or to have, in the moment support. Those are resources that are available for you. Your employer should be giving you those.
And for those who don't know what EAP is, can you tell us what EAP is?
Oh, yeah. So that's EAP is an employee assistance program. Usually they're hooked up with different companies like ComPsych. BHS is a big one. It's 2 BHSs. So see what your company offers. Usually they'll have like between 3 and 8 sessions, depending on where you work. And they have to give you this information. Like, if it's available, go ahead and take advantage of it. They usually have a network of providers that you can see. And even if you're on the fence about it, this is free. This is something you can try out and then see if it works for you. I've used it multiple. I'm about to use it again. And it's a good gap measure or just a good trial to see if you really want to continue with somebody else. To just have, and I feel like every time somebody goes to therapy for the first time, it's such an experience. It's just a weight lifted off of you because you get that objective experience. My job has that. A lot of jobs have them.
Most, if you have normally if you have insurance and things like that, they have an EAP.
They have it too. Yeah,
it's pretty standard in this day and age to have EAP.
It has to be.
And it really is beneficial. It's a beneficial benefit. Check it out. Just call the number.
Check it out.
And your therapist, depending on what they recommend, they'll tell you whether or not you need to report or say whatever, depending on what's needed. But it's a good space.
And I asked because I know people.
It's a good space to start.
I know people know that shit. You know what I'm saying? But like somebody said, I think in the comments, in our community, man, we ignore it.
Yeah. We normalize it. It's like, oh, you just going through life. Well, yeah, you don't have to go through life alone. You this could be a resource for you, but we so used to pulling up your bootstraps and struggling and trudging through it. Struggle don't have to be life.
And that goes back to the top of the discussion. You know what I'm saying? They so used to having that neglect as a youngin'. They carry that shit as a motherfucker old head.
You can't trust anybody. You gotta do it on your own.
So again, it's like damn, how the fuck can we break that? How we really can we break that barrier? You know what I'm saying? I think that barrier can be broke if a person wanted to break it on their own for one. Absolutely.
You get tired of living your life the way you living it. And repeating the same cycles and the same relationships and the same problems, but just different people.
That's the Bible speaks on seeking counsel, no doubt.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. And again, we definitely this definitely been very informative, man. We appreciate this. This definitely been very good.
I'm sorry, I'm just yawning. I'm sorry, y'all. Shit, I'm tired.
No, I get it, girl.
I gotta work in the morning. My bitch is tired.
Hey, look, we human. We all tired.
I gotta go downtown.
Oh no.
Yeah, I gotta go downtown tomorrow. I'm tired of shit.
Hey, I feel you. That 5:30 come early.
It's okay.
That 5:30 come early. Yeah, but again,
I ain't getting up there early, but it's okay.
Junniera, we appreciate you coming through.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
This was
Vacay.
great. I love being here. This was fun.
Mm-hmm.
And Black people got to talk to each other. Like, I'm so glad our generation is doing stuff like this, talking to each other. Like, our parents didn't have this. Like, they were just all isolated.
Completely agree.
Mm-hmm. I wish I could be a part of the 5:30 crew. Get your ass up. Get up. You can't be a part of it. You can't be a part of it.
Early. That's early.
You can't be a part of it.
Tired, bro. Okay. Love y'all. Good night.
Love,
thank
love,
you
love.
for joining.
We appreciate
guys.
you. Thank you. Have a good one.
Thanks.
Love y'all. Thank you, Junniera.
Bye. Sure.
All right, guys. Tune in. 2 weeks. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks for sure.
2 weeks.
Remember,
we might be in a different location. We might be at the boutique in 2 weeks. So stay tuned.
Possible.
Stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? So we love y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all week. Have a blessed weekend. Have a safe weekend. Have a productive weekend. See y'all in 2. Peace. Smoke good, drink good, sex good, do all that shit responsible.